Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. My name is Sunday and welcome to my YouTube channel. Goes by the name It's_Sunday. So today is a sad day in the village. Sad day in the village. We have been from burying one of our friend called Vivian. So you can check the video on my YouTube page, Jonathan or Sunday. So it's a sad day because she was still very young, and may her soul rest in peace. May her soul rest in peace. So after that, I'm just doing a short walk here to unwind my mind. Because sometimes when things are too much in the brain, in your mind, it's best to unwind it. So I'm this very tiny path. I used to walk here many years ago. So I just thought of doing a short walk here and feel how I used to feel it more than 15 years ago, I think. Yes, more than 15 years, and I'm still very young. So this is how the village life looks like. We have they are currently harvesting maize. You can see these are corn. You can call them corn or maize. So these are the stalks. So when they cut it, then they go to dry it, then harvest it later. It's a very dull evening. The sun has been out. The day has been cloudy. So the almost all part of the day just was cloudy, and I wish to just give our thanks to the Almighty God, for the good health He has granted us. Whenever you wake up in the morning, whenever you go to work and come back in the house in the evening, remember to thank God, because sometimes life becomes crazy. So if you're first time here, please consider subscribing to this channel. The channel name goes by the name It's_Sunday. So at this place you're seeing here, we used to play football here so many years ago. I think my friend Ike will tell you that I was a very nice striker, by the way, very nice striker. So I used to play football here at this small ground. It was a very nice one, and it was big. At the moment it's kind of has been reduced. We used to play, we had two main grounds, this one and the other one down there. So I'll show you the other bigger one there. So I was a very nice footballer, very nice striker. I was very light and I used to run very fast. I don't know where my talent went to, but I still do play football, but on just a leisure level. I don't do it that much. So thank you for joining. This is Sunday, so we'll do a short walk, just see the area, how it looks like, how the village life looks like. I'm deep inside the village, and I'm just doing a short walk. Tomorrow I'll be doing another video about the river that I used to go and swim, so keep tuned in and see that video. So it's around if you can be able to see it, 18:36. So it's almost 20 minutes to 7, and see the light is still out. So we used to pass through this route, this path here, almost each and every day. The reason is I grew up in two villages. One which used to be called Emanyinya. That name sounds funny because it Emanyinya means in English bats. So that place used to have a lot of bats. Bats in Swahili call it popo. And you know, bats are mammal. Take note of that. So that village used to be called Emanyinya. Then we had to migrate to this other side called Esirulo. You see now where the A or E comes in. Emanyinya, Esirulo. So we came back we migrated to Esirulo in 2007. So I have lived partially that side, I'll show you, and partially this side. So we used to call both sides, you have to cross the river to access them. So we used to call them Ngambo. And funny thing, Ngambo in Swahili means abroad. But now to us, Ngambo means that it's a place that you have to cross, let's say, a bridge to go to that place. So that's why we used to call it Ngambo. So we used to walk through this path to the other side of the village. You call it Ngambo. So that is where we call it Manyinya. So I lived there for almost half of my life. I think not half. I think 27. I was around the 15 years or almost 15 years. So we came back to this other side. So this is the place we used to play now here football. I think I will show you better when you get a nice look. So this is a napier grass field. You know, napier grass you feed it to the cows and the goats and the sheep. So you have to take care of it by weeding it. These guys do, because if you don't do it that way properly, you won't be able to. It won't be able to grow very well and fast and healthy. So you do the better weeding. Then another thing you do better weeding. Then you do proper. You put manure on it, so it becomes very healthy. This is another, we call them the maram roads. You see, you can see it. So this goes all down to the other side. I'll show you just keep tuned. You see the other road that connects to the other side of the wala mbona man ni bakora bwana sasa nize ngoyu isa nize ngoyu ndo ya chingombe ba so no mana bantu banje ya kiasi bantu banje omutandao ya
yaba Ulawa. Aba ambako chilaka.
Nyakuchapa mwalo la manga bwe mkulumbu. Nyakuchali sana. Sika masazo la masana mbi.
Saa moja ya hola ni.
Sika jidaka karibu 20 hola
saa moja lia mbi. Telezo nyakukongo mambu.
Akino librai? Aya. Akano miaya. So that was my friend. I knew him so many years ago. I think when I was very young. No sana. I was very young. They used to have a very bigger herds of cattle. So he has been doing that for all that time. So he's a very nice, he takes care of cattle very nicely. So I saw him and I remember the old days memories. So I was talking about this path here you're seeing, which crosses all the other side of the village. So the good thing about our village is that we have very nice road connection. And it's not really muddy because this path like this one is not a main path, but you see it's like marammed. When I talk about maram, I mean this. These are the maram now. So you use these ones to make that the road to be less muddy. So you find that you have maram, and you know when it rains, the good thing about marams, they don't they don't allow soil to go away. If you don't put marams, then the water will wash the soil away. So that's one thing that the good thing about the roads here. But the major paths are kind of tarmacked. The main roads are tarmacked. But now this interior ones here, they are not really. They have maram. So that's how the roads look like. So, but they need to take care of it because see now the drainage. You can't see the drainage here. You need to cut all these kind of grass shrubs to be able to see the drainage because it's down here. So we have another road here which connects to the other side. So if you can go this way, you have to go, still go down to the village that I told you called Manyinya. So whether you choose to go this direction or you can go down this way. So you have very many routes, and are well maintained. That's something that I need to comment about it. At the moment, this one is not really maintained, but normally it's well maintained. So sometimes when I walk on these roads, I remember my early years when I was a very young guy who was very energetic. I used to run very fast, by the way. I was a fast runner. So I'll show you this one. Tomorrow I'll just show you a video about my primary school so you understand what I mean. Because we used to come from all that side to this side to go to school. So I used to pass through this road, and it was really hectic because you have to wake up early in the morning, then you have to be very fast. So I've been waking up early since I was a very young guy. Till now I feel like I need sometimes to sleep, but now if you want to be poor, you sleep too much. So I'm not a sleepy guy. So my life I've been waking up so early, because from that end of our village to this side, the school, we used to take like 30 minutes if you are very fast. 30 minutes, you can imagine, walking to school. And it was very, very enjoyable in time, because you see now we had a lot of fun, because we were a group of some few guys. Those who are watching this video, we had Nelson, we had Josek, we had 4D, we had another guy called Dan, and then also my sister we used to walk through this path all the way to the other side. That's where by 2000 and I think from 2004, that's when we are doing those walks. So that's a story about. Sorry for another day when I'll be doing a video about my high school, my primary school, also my high school life. Bazen, mko salama? Mko poa? Sawa. Just saying hi to the guys, to these kids. So it's very steep going down that way. So remember, when you have bikes, we used to ride bikes here, but now when you reach at this particular point, you either walk to push the bike, because it's very hard to go down because of the sharp brakes. When you have less brakes, it might end up causing some accident. So you had to have to stop and do some like push the bikes. So that's something also to remember about this place. It's a very nice old memories. Jambo. So the road is very steep. So you can imagine. Then the problem about the drainage, they haven't done it so well. That's why the water passes in between the road. So normally it's supposed to pass on the side of the road, but now it's passing in between because of the poor drainage. I think that should be sorted out, because you have to have a nice drainage so that the road will be very good. I just see what I mean. So you need to have a very nice drainage down here. Then when I reached this place, I have remembered something that I want to show you. One thing which I think will be in the next video, or I can just show you a bit of it about the river. We have one river here. Oh, let me call it not a river, stream, where we used to fetch water. Let me just show you how it. So I think it's down here. Let's just go down, but I have to be very careful. So the issue about drainage. So it's now the water has to pass all the way this way. Now there's good drainage to be able to go in the right direction. So we had a river here, which we used to fetch water. So those early days. So we used to fetch water here, and the water was so nice. So let me see the state of the river after, I think I haven't been in this river for the last 15 years. Or 10 years, let me just say 10 years. Because maybe I once visited this place, but now it has been too long before I came to this particular river. So I have to be very careful when going down because it's slippery. So if you want to have the best water, this is now one of the best water you can ever drink in your life. This one here, very fresh. The water comes from that side. It's a kind of a spring. A spring. That means the water is inside this soil here. So it collects here, then you fetch it from this place, and you see it's continuously going, continuously. So that means that this water is very fresh. And now at the moment, the water level is so high, it's still we need to open there to drain this kind of water. So this water is very fresh. I see me drinking it. Very fresh water. So this is now the stream. Let's take a nice thumbnail here. Just wipe my camera. So we used to come down here to drink some water. See now the spring? Okay, let's go. With my camera again. That's how to get water in African village. So you have to walk for like kilometers to access the water now. So we used to come to fetch water from this particular point. It's an uphill, so you have to go very careful and slowly. This part of the excess now. It's almost 7. So a few minutes to 7 now. Oh, so now I have to go uphill on this path here, the other side of the where I came from, the village now. So it's a kind of uphill. Okay, thank you so much. So part 2 of this video, you watch it. I want to take part 2 of it, but I'll talk about something different now. So this is how Africa looks like. This is how Kenya looks like. A very nice place to live, and my village is kind of more slightly developed in terms of infrastructure. Is the electricity. So life here is not really hard. For someone who is able to survive such kind of, if you have something that you are doing constructive in the village, I can just tell you to come and stay in African village. Most of them are developed. That depends on the place. Okay, if you are first time here, please consider subscribing. This is Sunday. It's _Sunday the channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel and like it and share it with your friends. Bye bye. Let's take another nice thumbnail to show that Africa, live in Africa. Goodbye.